lovelies, welcome to this week's pick a card reading for May 31st through June 6th. As you see, my nerdness is out in full effect today. My Harry Potter nerdness, to be specific. I got 3 cups. Well, this one's not Harry Potter, but actually literally says nerd on it. But you see 3 cups to help you choose this week. Yeah, I forgot I had these cups. I have an odd collection of cups. Like none of them really match. And they're all weird and different. Like, I have skull mason jars and like a nutcracker travel mug and these. But it's just, I forget about a lot of the things that I have. So, anyway. Pile 1. Dumbledore's Army. Got almost everybody on it. I wish the twins were on it. I like the twins. That's pile 1. Pile 2 is my Nerds Roll mug. I love this one. It's from the dollar store. And then lastly, my Slytherin mug. I don't identify fully Slytherin. I'm also a little bit Gryffindor. But I got this at Ross, and I liked the colors better than the Gryffindor one. The gold was too yellow and I didn't like it. Anyway, equal parts Slytherin and Gryffindor in this one here. So take your time, pause if you need to, and I'll see you in the readings. Okay, pile number 1 with my Dumbledore's Army mug. I don't understand why Ron is like all the way over here and not where Ginny is, but whatever. Okay, it's fine, I guess. That's just me being nitpicky, I think. But, anyway, let's see what your first card is. Oh, alright. First card up is Yule in reverse. I don't often see this one in reverse. But it's really sort of about, fear of change or not wanting to move forward, even if it's like the best thing for you. I mean, moving forward is always the best thing, because it encourages your growth and expansion as a person. And fear of change, I think, like most people, tend to have a fear of change. So maybe some of you are in that energy right now where things are changing and you're having a hard time coming to terms with that, or you know something needs to change and you don't want to face that. But let's see what the rest of your cards have to say. Oh, okay. The World in reverse. Let's move these a little bit. The World in reverse is maybe not knowing what steps to take next. Maybe that's why you're afraid to move forward. You're not really sure what direction to go in. Or some of you might be looking for closure on a personal issue, something that you're still maybe emotionally attached to, like a relationship or something, some other resolved issue that you need to work through, and that's holding you on, and holding on to you and keeping you like in the past and stopping you from moving forward. And that can be extremely difficult to do, but in the long run, it'll help you out. Like you'll be better off for it. But yeah, some of you also, like I said, might have completed projects or achieved a goal, and now you're not sure what to do with yourself. So then maybe just take some time, if that's you, take some time with yourself and think about what you enjoy doing, and that should help you if you take some time by yourself and really, maybe list out things you like to do, things you're interested in that could help you figure out what you want your next step to be. Well, let's see what the next one is. Another reverse card. The 8 of Wands in reverse is about some restrictions. Maybe you've had some restrictions and that's what you're trying to move away from. Maybe you've had people holding you back negative people, toxic people, and you're ready to get away from that energy. Um, hmm. This is also about, like, maybe you have some ideas in mind. This kind of goes back to what I was saying with the World card about sitting down and really analyzing what you want to do, what you're interested in, you know, or even who you want to be as a person. Since the Eight of Wands says you might have, like, an idea in your mind at the moment, and that might not work out the way you expect it to, right? Try not to panic or let things get out of control. Sometimes things just, they don't work out the way you planned, and it's for a reason. The way it happens might end up being better, even if it doesn't seem like it at the time. It might end up being better in the long run. And, the long run, most of the time, is kind of what matters more. Also, with this card, tough times won't last forever. If you've got, like, unfinished business, some of you might still have some things, like I said, with the previous cards, especially this one. If you have, like, unresolved issues with somebody, or toxic relationships, or things that are holding you to the past, you maybe work through that, or start acknowledging that it needs to be dealt with, because this card says once you do that, you'll start getting back on a more steady pace, which is, I'm sure, preferable for most people. But let's see what the next one is. Okay, Seven of Coins. This is about impatience, maybe, or poor management. Maybe what happens when we fail to plan and manage, right? Maybe some of you, that's an issue some of you are working through. I was going to say I have an issue with time management, but it's not really so much an issue of time management as procrastination. And I know I've got a lot of time, but I still push it to the last minute as I sit here filming this at 12:40 in the afternoon on Monday, and hoping like hell it won't take me fucking 8 hours to upload this video like it usually does. But anyway, this card is about having perseverance, right? So if there are areas you can improve on, like I said prior, try your hardest to deal with those, and maybe, small steps. Don't give up. Okay, this card is about perseverance and determination, and maybe if you have, like, an issue with planning, maybe, like I did, get yourself a dry erase calendar. It helps me remember the things I need to do. It doesn't help me not procrastinate, but it reminds me I have to do them. It helps me plan out when and how I'm gonna do things when I eventually get around to them. But anyway, let's see what the next one is. Seven of Swords. Are they all gonna be in reverse? I kind of want to peek, but there's one card left, so I'll wait. The Seven of Swords in reverse is about starting fresh and taking responsibility or turning over a new leaf. Perhaps you've recognized, as I said previously, that maybe you have some, like, negative behaviors or habits that are inconducive to who you want to be or what you want to be doing, and you want to change, or you're realizing now things need to change and you're ready for that, even though you might be resisting it a little bit, because that's human nature. If you have some things going on, some people, some situations, habits, whatever, that are going on that don't serve you anymore, look for ways to build new ones and shove those on out of your way, right? You are on the right track to be the person you're meant to be. But sometimes, hills and valleys. It's not a straight path for most people to get where you're meant to be. But you're on the right path. You maybe got some stuff to work through. Okay? Let's see what the last one is. Ooh, okay, well, this one is not in reverse, but hey, same general vibe. The Five of Coins in reverse is about maybe feeling trapped. Like I said, if some of you have like relationships, like friendships, business relationships, partnerships, whatever, that are like counterproductive, maybe deal with that. If you feel like life's really kicked you in the ass, that's not surprising. That's how most of us feel. Hi, welcome to the club. This card also says things might not be as bad as they seem, but your own negative thoughts are clouding your judgment. And maybe, like I said even prior, sit down with yourself. Daily affirmations work for a lot of people. I don't know. I don't think it would work for me, but I know they work for a lot of people. So maybe try doing that if you've got negative self-talk going on. But yeah, anyway, some of you might have some stuff to work through, some change that you're fighting, and maybe this is what makes you realize that, hey, maybe I should do something about that. Especially if you got this self-talk going on, because that's never great. I speak from personal experience. Anyway, I hope you liked this reading. If you did, do all the YouTube things. It really does help. I'll see you guys next week. I'm going to go and watch the new season of Stranger Things. Bye. Okay, welcome to pile number 2 with my nerdy nerd cup. I love this cup so much. I actually had chocolate milk the other day out of this mug, and that's what made me think of using these. Will it stand up over there on my bed? Yes. Yay. Okay, let's see. Let's move these over here and see what you got first. Ooh, okay. Azrai. Azrai is about choices. In some cases it could be a moral choice, but nonetheless choices. And it's about listening to your conscience when making decisions, and also making sure that all of your choices, all of your options, really, are carefully examined, because they, every choice you make has, I want to say consequences, but consequences sounds like such a negative word. There's always, cause and effect. You make a choice and then things happen because you made that choice. So make sure you're making choices that in the long run are going to end in positive reactions. You know what I mean? Anyway, let's see what the next one is. Oh, the Hanged Man. Okay. The Hanged Man is about letting go, pausing to reflect, right? That could be listening to your conscience. Uncertainty. Maybe having to do a little bit of waiting on the part of life progression. So if you have choices, you maybe want to wait and weigh out your options before just blindly making a choice. You know what I'm saying? You might be impatient and want to make a choice right away because some of them just seem really good for your own benefit. Don't just pick things because they seem really good. That's when they're more likely to bite you in the ass, really. But yeah, this card could even be about seeing things from a new perspective. This card sometimes requires letting go of things, or people that maybe you'd rather hold on to, but maybe they're not a positive influence on your life, and that could even be leading you to seeing things in a new way, and that helps you make decisions. This card is about acceptance and letting go if you want to move forward. So even if you've been like, in the same place doing the same thing for so long, and you have like, what is it, like sunk cost fallacy? You have like some sort of loyalty to something, but it's not benefiting you anymore. It's not serving you anymore. In fact, it's actually doing the opposite and holding you back. You might need to let it go, which in turn could be this choice here that Azrai wants you to make. Just a choice of doing something that's going to benefit you, or staying stagnant where you are now, which is not great. Anyway, next, Page of Swords. Page of Swords is about confidence, fairness, inspiration, feeling motivated to take on anything life brings, right? This card is about honesty. Maybe you find yourself in a position where you're required to speak up for yourself or others. And you might feel uncomfortable at first, because I think most of us feel uncomfortable in that kind of situation. But doing so, if that's you, it leads to accomplishments and empowerment in every area of your life. It's going to help you be more confident. And when you're confident, you might make better choices and things fall in line better. Yeah, let's see what the next one is. Ooh, okay. King of Swords. This card is all about level-headedness, being strong and honest, and or even maybe needing assistance from a strong, honest, level-headed, logical person to help you down the path you're meant to be on. Could be like a mentor or somebody like that might guide you, right? It's also a card about critical thinking and needing to pay more attention to logic, right? Even Azrai is about making logical choices. It's about making sure you've weighed all of your options carefully. He would also tell you, if you're not the I have a mentor type, this could be just you making sure that you're making logical choices, using your critical thinking and making decisions based on facts. And if you've come to a crossroads, make sure you're thinking of every possibility before you make a decision. So I think some of you have like some really important decisions to make, maybe, and possibly about some of you might even be like finally standing up for yourself. Maybe you're in like a workplace where you have like a really overbearing boss and they really suck, or you just have that one friend that kind of is a pain in the ass and nobody ever says anything. It could just be little mundane things like that. But let's see what the next one is. Okay. Page of Coins is next. This is the one about sticking to your goals and practicality, right? For some of you, it could be somebody, maybe this person that's influencing a situation, could be a family member, a friend, a boss, a coworker, whoever. Not even necessarily in a negative way. It could be in this mentorship kind of way. But this card is also about having new opportunities and being able to make your dreams a reality and having everything you need to manifest that reality. But you have to stay focused and grounded, right? Logical choices, staying focused and grounded. Make sure you have a clear plan for achieving what you want, because that will help you make realistic, achievable steps forward. Okay? Let's see what the last one is. Another king. A king of the wands. The King of Wands. This is about being innovative. This is about being magnetic and inspiring, especially if you're the one that's here, maybe that's finally standing up for yourself, or being the voice for others. You know, you might embody these qualities, right? But overall, if you're facing a problem that seems unsolvable, this card says, no, you just need to embrace your personal power, because that's going to help you find the answer. Especially if you're making smart, logical choices, it might seem more apparent to you. You know, that might help you see things more clearly and be like, oh, this is what I need to do to achieve whatever it is I want to achieve. Okay? Anyway, that's it for this reading. If you liked it, and I hope you did, you know, do all the obligatory YouTube things. It really does help out a lot. And I'm going to go watch the new season of Stranger Things. See you guys next week. Bye. Alright, welcome to pile number 3 with my Slytherin mug. I love this cup so much. Right now it's just a catch-all for my reusable straws, but I love that mug very much. I probably should have gotten the Gryffindor one too, because as I said, I'm kind of both. Like, I have robes from Universal in my closet that are Gryffindor, but this is Slytherin. My pajamas are Slytherin. Honestly, I just decide which one to get based on which set of color options I have that look the nicest. If the Gryffindor gold is too yellow, I hate yellow. Anyway, put this cup over here. Let's see what you've got. I'll stop rattling on about my Harry Potter nerdness. First card. Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen this dude in reverse before. That's rare. In reverse, he indicates that you might be trying to ignore an unpleasant situation. Aren't we all, usually, in some form or another? I think it's quite common for us to ignore the unpleasant and just hope it goes away. But let's see. Let's see if we get a little elaboration here. Oh, okay. Five of Swords is next. Five of Swords is about arguments and conflict, disagreements. Either you're currently disagreeing with people, or you might be on the verge of disagreeing with people. You might be in that situation right now because he's out, and he talks about currently avoiding or trying to ignore unpleasant things. This card indicates that the reason you're having these issues is because there's little to no communication. Talk it out. Don't argue. Don't fight. Sit down like intelligent people and just have a conversation. There's some sort of miscommunication going on, and that's causing this troubles you're having. Attempt to compromise. That's always the best thing. And if you can't for whatever reason, well, then you're both gonna, whatever the situation is, it's gonna have to be walked away from. But be honest, speak your feelings, whether this is like a friendship, a relationship, even a work thing. You know, if you're having issues with a coworker or something, just sit and talk it out. Because it could just be like a simple misunderstanding and the whole thing's ridiculous. So if you have conflict going on in your life, sucks. Don't ignore it. Just try and work it out. Okay? Let's see. See what the next one is. Oh, okay. Nine of Swords in reverse. I like this one. This one is about letting go of anxiety and recovering, overcoming obstacles, and recognizing you're your own worst critic. So I wonder if even that unpleasant situation could be because you're too hard on yourself. Because that can bleed out into situations with other people, especially work-related situations. You know, so maybe that, even that itself is an unpleasant situation. having to deal with that in your head all the time, telling you you're not good enough. I speak from personal experience. It sucks. This card indicates minimize your self-talk, right? Don't be so hard on yourself. Even that lack of communication is possible within yourself, between your conscious mind and your subconscious mind, the one that's telling you, no, that sucks, it's not good enough. Don't listen to that one. It's just there to bother you. It's got nothing better to do than bother you all day. Ignore it. It's stupid. So some of you might be needing to deal with that. Some of you, it might be an actual person. If it's an actual person, hopefully they're a logical person and not a stubborn pain in the ass. Next. Oh, okay. Nine of Wands in reverse is about stubbornness and no compromise. What did I just say? I'm sorry. Okay, some of you might be dealing with a stubborn pain in the ass, and I'm sorry. This card also indicates lack of trust. However, also indicates that maybe you, for some of you, it kind of goes hand in hand with this, are the creator of your own turmoil. And compromise is necessary, even if it doesn't seem possible. If you're the stubborn one, and sometimes when you're the stubborn one, you don't realize you're the stubborn one, maybe take some time for yourself and just double check that you are not the one being difficult. And if you're the creator of your own turmoil with these here, that sucks. But remember, you're in control. Okay? Let's see what the last one is. Oh, okay. Six of Coins is, there's only two here? Weird. Oh, okay. Well, I guess you're short one this week. Sorry. Don't know how that happened. Third one just never came out, and I didn't even notice. Weird. Anyway, this card indicates balance and prosperity. There's two positions this card can take: the position of the giver and the position of receiver. Either way, it indicates a positive outcome. So maybe if you finally start dealing with this situation, a positive outcome will be reached. If you're the giver, maybe it's you helping somebody out. Maybe that's where this miscommunication lies, And really, whoever you're disagreeing with just needed a little help with something, whatever the issue is. And you can help them, and then everything's golden for everybody. But if you're on the other end, right, the receiver of help, maybe if you're being stubborn or with the negative self-talk, you're reluctant to seek help, or you don't want to bother anybody, because that's always me. Oh, I can just do it. I don't need to bother anybody. No one needs to be bothered with me. So even then, that could come back to the negative self-talk and needing to compromise or miscommunications and whatever. Let people help you if you need help with work or whatever, just in general. Because sometimes if you keep too much in, like I said, miscommunication. Something's happening here that's being misconstrued. And it maybe is causing a little bit of tension. So just, run through your relationships, personal and professional, and see, if you're having conflict anywhere with anybody, and make sure it's not you. And for some of you, it might be your own internal turmoil and conflict with your negative self-talk. And you might need to sit down with yourself and have a conversation, because we all do sometimes. I missed 2 weeks because of it. you know? I pushed this to like the last moment. Like, this video goes up tomorrow. It is 1 in the afternoon on Monday. This video goes up tomorrow. And sometimes these videos take me 7 hours to upload because my upload speed is fucking atrocious. And let's hope it doesn't today. That's because I was all in my head. But, anyway. Focus on your communication. I think it might be important this week for some of you. Alright? Anyway, that's it for this reading. I hope you liked it. If you did, do all the obligatory YouTube things. It really does help. I'm gonna go watch the new season of Stranger Things. See y'all next week.